Communication becomes convenient, enjoyable, and cheaper when you have the best application in your hand. The Pro Global Social Media app gives you access to free global communication and networking. With the D Pro Global Social Media app, you can do live video chat, live audio calling, live text messaging, live group video and audio conferencing. Not only that, you also do fast sharing, creating and posting to your story, post engagement with emojis, and more. The Depot Global Social Media app does in-app purchases, in-app searching, storytelling. The app also allows you to create video, audio, text, and internet link posting. Get the best app today with 100% data security and end-to-end encryption. Add customization and privacy settings to the Depot Global Social Media app and enjoy 24/7 endless communication. Download the Depot Global Social Media app on Google Play Store and Apple Store and enjoy endless communication. Visit our website on www.depot-idb.com or email us at info@depot-idb.com. Depot Global Social Media app, making communication easier. Do you care to know why thousands of people have switched from using oil-bomb paint to using Une Zize quality paint? Zize quality paint is a high-quality American non-hazard latex paint that doesn't fade or peel off your walls when applied. Zize quality paint comes in variety of colors that you can choose from. We even customize our customers' paint based on their request just to satisfy their desire. Stop by at any of our 3 branches at Police Academy Junction opposite NP Fueling Station, Baptist Seminary opposite Highway Gas Station, and St. Paul Bridge opposite Michael Plaza. Zize quality paint can be used for both interior and exterior painting works. Customers living overseas can pay through Zelle on 217-720-8858. You can contact us via cell numbers 0777-366-142 or 0770-496-273 or +121-772-08858. Think Zize, think quality.
Spicing up, what's next?
Made with ginger, coconut water, natural juice flavor, vitamins and minerals is Muncie Power Drink. Muncie Power Drink helps reduce high blood pressure, get rid of toxins, help improve children and adult memory. It also helps the body fight effects of excess sugar. Muncie Power Drink has no added sugar, no artificial flavors, and all natural ingredients. It is a healthy drink for just everybody. It has 4 natural juice flavors: pineapple, mango, strawberry, and turmeric. For wholesale or retail purchase, visit major supermarkets across Monrovia and its environs. If you are outside Monrovia, you can do your purchase at Kakata Supermarket and Ataro Business Center in Ganta. You can also visit our store on the O Road, right next to the American School. For more information, call us on 0770-307-572 or 0776-580-730. Muncie Power Drink, not just your regular energy drink. Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, nonprofits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our services, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then Come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belta, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as 500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on the UN Drive at Sailtown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that Sendwave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download Sendwave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. Sendwave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
To the program today is Thursday, the second day of March 2023. The time in Monrovia, Liberia is 10:31. Time in Delaware is 5:31. We're very glad to be here. This is a month where the time changes. Yep, time changes. Good morning, Boga.
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. So the time change from what to what?
All right, now what's going to happen is that so right now it's 5. It's going to increase by 1 hour. So which means rather than me coming on joining you at 5:31, it's going to be at 6:31 my time. Okay. So rather than me waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, in a few days, I believe on the 7th of March, I'm going to begin to wake up at 6 in the morning. That's what's going to happen. So this happens in March, and then it happens again in November. You see that it's a whole confusing thing. There's a whole thing with daylight saving time and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there have been calls by some people here in the States that they should change that. And yeah, it happens on the 12th, right? It's the 12th. Thank you. It's the 12th of March. That's when it happens. Daylight saving time. So the time is going to increase by 1 hour. So for example, so we're currently, the time difference between us is 4 hours between Liberia and the East Coast, right? The Eastern time zone. Yeah. But on the 12th of March, it's going to change. It's going to be 5 hours. So that's what's going to happen. This country is a continent walking by itself. It's got 5 different time zones. Can you imagine? 5 different time zones. America is extremely a large country. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why they call it the continental United States. It's a continent by itself. Good. But anyway, good to be here, folks. Today is another day. So, Waga, you followed yesterday Mayor Koji's appearance at the police station
Mm-hmm.
here in Valley Tele. What did you make of that?
Well, according to him, he want to be a law-abiding citizen, so that's why he went at the police station because the police invited him and Valitile to appear for questioning. So they went there. They were questioned, but he never told us what were some of the questions that they placed to him. But Vali said they asked him about they asked him where he reside, and he told them he reside Broadville, and they asked him the night of the incident where he was, and he told them he was at the Morovia City Hall. And later on, he said when the incident occurred that night, he started receiving phone calls, and people were telling him that, oh, your name is on the news. They seen that the thing happened. People started calling him and telling him that, oh, your name is on the news.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Even though by
the same night.
Yeah. Even though by that time, Councillor Vorden having spoken to any media institution yet, but Vali said people call him and told him that his name was on the media, so he should do something about it. And there are two conflicting statements. He made a statement at the MCC, and then there's a video that I want us to play this morning. That's spoon extracted from the both interview. So he made it very clear first account versus his second account on the alleged armed robbery that took place on the former Chief Justice. So I don't know if you want for us to play that this morning so you can listen to it, because he made a statement at the MCC.
How long?
No, it's very short. It's very short.
Yeah, just play the audio, please.
Yeah.
Can you tell us where have you been during the nights of the incident? And can you show proof of anybody with you those nights? People said you came on the night of the incident. Can you give us the relationship with anybody you were with that night? If you were home, who was home at that time?
Yes, our president was. Most of my time is there was. Yeah. And information.
So Costa is saying he spent the asking, can you tell us where were you that night? So he said
because in law enforcement they call it alibi.
Mm.
Your alibi is proof that you were someplace else, that people can put you there and say, at this time, when the incident took place, at a particular time the incident took place, I was with Boakai Kamara and George Gwe. Now, George Gwe and Boakai Kamara would have to say, yes, Costa was here with us at 9 p.m., the exact same time the incident took place. It's called your alibi. So that's the question they were asking him. Can you show us proof that you were someplace else when the incident took place? So what did he say, boy?
Yeah, that is him.
Somebody called me on my phone.
The quality is bad. You're going to have to.
Yeah, so
it's very bad.
Yeah,
what did he say?
So he said on that same night, people call him and saying they hearing his name on radio. The same night the incident occurred. That was the same night they were calling him to tell him that
it is a lie. Nobody mentioned Valley Teller's name for several days, not for several days after the incident, not for several days. So Valley Teller is lying. Now, when a suspect begins to lie unnecessarily and contradict their own accounts of things, something is wrong somewhere. It makes them more suspicious. So why is Valley Teller lying? Nobody called Valley Teller's name for days, not for several days after the incident. People had already been arrested. It took several days before Jerome Vardia went on radio and said that Valley Teller was the suspect.
Yeah.
Proceed, Waga.
All right. So
And throughout my life, since senior Mason passed up, he basically missed the house. I'm not going to that. Weekends with us, Saturday, I will go. My life,
Waga, you have the voice over here. Yeah.
the second recording
of the alleged, killing of the daughter of the former, Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia. What have you to say currently? You've left the offices of the headquarters of police. Now you are here before journalists. What have you to say concerning such allegation?
Thank you very much. The information that are circulated around in my knowledge. I know nothing about what going on for the fight. 21st, we went to City House, House of Court, and not live from that people anywhere. Then what there, I was there. I get information through the media. So our before killing on someone.
Okay, so now first he said Costa, somebody call him to tell him the first account. He said somebody called him to tell him that people talking about you on the media. Then the second account, he's saying he got the information through the media. So you see what's happening there?
Yeah, listen now. Boy, let me tell you something. The easiest thing to do is to tell the truth. The hardest thing to do is to lie, and lie with a straight face and lie consistently. It is hard to tell a lie, and it is easy to tell the truth. That's why they do a polygraph, because when someone is lying, there will be palpitations. That means the heart will be beating fast. What the bookman calls palpitations. The heart would be palpitating. There will be all kinds of things. So you see the thing is reading consistently, but by the time you start lying, unless you are a trained liar. So the inconsistencies in what Valley Teller is saying. At one point he said, the very night of the incident, people called him and said, Valley Teller, your name is on radio the very night of the incident.
Yes.
That is a lie. Then he said a friend called him and said they're talking about you and accusing you as being the suspect right after the incident. Is also a lie. Now, let me tell you something. One of the tools that police here in the U.S. use to investigate a lot of cases, especially in the last several decades, with the popularity and the prevalence of cell phones, they tracked your cell phone. It's so easy to do. I don't know why we don't do it in Liberia. Of course, I'm sorry. I know why we don't do it in Liberia. Liberians are the stupidest people on the face of the earth. Clap for yourselves. We are backward in everything. I like to say this to you also, you can understand. Yes, what they do. Waka Kamara has a cell phone, or perhaps two cell phones. Oftentimes, when people are going everywhere, they take their cell phones with them. Even criminals will not leave their cell phones behind. It's easy to track your movement, where you were in the last 5-6 hours, for example, or the last several days or several weeks. Waka, they can track where you were based on the cell phone tower. Let me say this to you.
Yes.
Valitella says he lives in Broville. What do? You get Valitella's phone number. You know which company he's with. Yeah, and it says they call it a carrier. You know which carrier Valitella is with. You go to the carrier and you say, look, give us a printout of Valitella's location on the night of or the evening of February the 25th. They can print it out and they can hand it to you. Everywhere you go, your signal, the tower transmits your location. It will pick you up where you are. If you are in this area, the cell phone tower there, you will be pinged by that tower. You feed off of that tower. It is that tower that bounces the signal between your cell phone and the tower to transmit your calls. That is how it works. So the police should just go straight to the company and request, of course, with a court order, that they release to them the entire, all your location points in the last 48 hours or 24 hours.
Of that day.
It does not, the police does not even need to have that technology themselves. The technology already exists. The cell phone companies have it in the United States of America and other parts of the world where sensible people exist. Unlike our country where we are not sensible people and we are not civilized people. Let me give you an example. There was a case involving several years ago in Minnesota. Some Tilma Collins or some Collins guy, you remember? He put an insurance policy on his son, the little boy, Ballo Collins, or what the kid's name? He murdered his 10-year-old son in order to collect the insurance policy. He's in jail right now. Ballo Collins. How did the police nail him? They nailed the father by tracing all his location points. That's how they nailed him. They went and pulled out his location points from the day the kid went missing. And that is how they were able to determine that it was the father who had killed his son. Because Bwagai, exactly where the son's body was found, the cell phone tower put the father in that exact area at that exact time. Bwagai, listen, man. Why are our people so stupid? We are so stupid because we are just stupid, period. I don't even know what else to say. We're just stupid. You don't need technology to do this investigation. That son of a swine must have had his cell phone on him. All you do, you go to Lone Star Cell MTN, or you go to Orange Liberia, and you request for them to print out his records. Tell us where the idiot was in the last 48 hours. They will give you every freaking thing. Every community where you went, the cell phone tower is labeled, is named. It will tell you exactly where you were. It will also say exactly how long you were where you were. Can you imagine that, Wakai? It's just common sense. So the police, are they telling us that they don't know that this works in other parts of the world? That you may just go to the company and request a printout of the person's location? Your country, sensible leader, you're not going nowhere just now.
And secondly, to add up to that, the incident occurred on Thursday or Friday. I think Friday, right? It was on a Friday. It occurred, and validated baby naming ceremony was on Sunday, and he wasn't seen at his baby naming ceremony because of, I don't know, the pepper spray.
Wait. His baby naming ceremony took place on Sunday, on a Sunday. Which Sunday was that?
Was the time? It was
Sunday after the incident.
After the incident, yes.
So that was 2 days after the incident.
It happened on a Wednesday night.
Wednesday
on
night.
Sunday, on Sunday was the
Sunday.
baby. He wasn't there. Then
But let me ask you a question. Let me hold you right there. Who would be absent from their baby naming ceremony when they're in country and they are well?
Most especially a Muslim. Never possible.
It's a big deal in the Islamic faith. It's also a big deal in the Christian faith.
Yes. So he was asked why you never attended your baby naming ceremony. He said his eyes, were hurting him. He made an accident. Said 1994. Sometimes his eyeball can be hurting him. So that was the reason. Said 1994. Yeah, said he got involved in accident in 1994.
Now there he goes again. He lies. Now listen, guy. They won 1994 year. The boy can start talking. Look. Yeah, I have not practiced my criminal. I studied criminal justice, but not to go in the field necessarily, with concentration in leadership and administration. I was taught by FBI veterans. I was taught. Look, you see the boy lying again. The people say they use pepper spray. You remember? Did you know? Yeah, Councilor. Yeah. Say they use pepper spray. Why? You not think that Sanama Swan Abo, they put a pepper spray in, and the reason why he couldn't go for a baby naming ceremony on Sunday?
Why he wasn't there?
That Abo, they put a pepper spray in. The pepper spray was still hurting him. Oh man, man. They think I finished solving the case. That the pepper spray was in Abo. That's the reason why he couldn't go. Go ahead, Waka, continue your baby naming ceremony. And he and the woman, listen now, the woman who had the baby, and they were naming the baby. He and the woman, all right. They got to be all right because they just have baby.
Yes, they're okay.
Okay. Costa. Then you not go to the ceremony because Abba. You know, people wear dashi before when they get Apollo or something like that, they can wear dashi just to be able to appear in public when they don't want people to see the Abba.
That's it.
That the pepper spray in the Salama Swan Abba, the reason why he never went to the program. The pepper spray, what is spraying? Look, the police don't want to find him. They don't want to find the killer. We finished solving the case. we not solve the case. But Baga, let me tell you something. It's a terrible shame to live in the 21st century. To live in the 21st century, that your police is still practicing police from the 18th century. They don't have equipment. Simple fingerprint or DNA equipment, the police not getting.
No.
Fingerprint, the police not get forensic department. Or they open their stupid modern. Look, Liberia is a disgrace. Liberia should not be called a country. How can you be a country? You not get correct police force. You can't go to crime scene and lift fingerprints. First of all, the moment they say this is a crime scene, the police will come there and they will cordon off that entire area so that nobody can contaminate the crime scene. They will bring the forensic people and they will lift fingerprints. My man, Boaga, why some of us sense past so many other human beings? Why? How much it will cost you? How much it will cost you? $200,000-300,000 US. You can install a state of the art of a forensic lab. A state of the art. You can install a fingerprint database. Every fingerprint you collect from a crime scene, you know what you do with a bucket? You put it in the fingerprint database. You collect fingerprints, you collect DNA samples, you put it in the database. You know why you do that, bucket? So that every time you go to a crime scene, you are building that database over time. Every suspect you arrest and bring them in, you do their mugshot, you collect their statement, you collect their fingerprints, you put it in the database. So that whenever you go to a crime scene, You lift the fingerprint. The first thing you do, you run the fingerprint against what? Your database to see whether anything will match. Okay. The armed robber then, every day, you think the armed robber can go from this community to that community to the other community? You think it's a network of armed robbers?
Yes.
Everywhere they go, they leave trails that the naked eye would not see. Okay. You have to use technology to determine who they were, their identity. They will leave maybe pieces of their hair, strings of their hair would fall off. In the process, they are fighting. Now, did Councillor Gloria Mususka not describe that there was a little tussle? Did she not describe that there was a tussle?
Yeah, there was.
And if there was a tussle, do you know that there is a very, very, very high probability that DNA, that sweat, that hair, that even skin might have been captured under their fingernails, or hair strings might have fallen on the floor? So please tell me, the so-called Ellen woman, the good-for-nothing, useless Ellen Johnson Sirleaf woman who was president, who's supposed to know book, why didn't she modernize the Liberian National Police? Do you know if we had a technologically modernized police force today, most of the crimes that remain unsolved would be solved?
Yeah, it would have been.
Why do we feel that we must continue to live in the 18th century with no technology? Stupid police makers stay and say, I've been practicing policing for 30 years. Son of a swan, you making wish? Can you just look at somebody and know that the person knows something? You cannot do that. You need technology.
Sure.
Technology. The very first time I wrote a whole paper on this in one of my criminological theory, in my criminological theory course, I wrote a paper on it. When DNA was introduced, DNA technology was introduced in law enforcement in the 1980s. I believe the first time it was used was in, I think, 88 or 86 in the United Kingdom, I believe. Look, your shoes, your shoe size should help the police to determine. When you get there, you find their footprint, you find their sweat, you find their hair string, you find little droplets of blood, you find all kinds of things that the criminals leave behind. The criminals leave a lot of things behind. Amen. Then you take Valitere. They have a device that can determine whether pepper spray was sprayed in that man's eyeball. They can examine that man. They have a technology that can examine his eyes to determine whether a foreign agent was sprayed on his eyes or in his eyes in the last several days. There are so many technologies available today, but Liberians are stupid people. You able to put $10 million in a budget for that idiot Billy Goat of a president to go do a campaign? The lawmakers can do that, but you can't spend $5 million to build a sophisticated crime forensic lab equipped with DNA capability, fingerprint capability, and all the forensic technologies you can think of. $5 million can do it. You don't need to set it up in every county. You only need to have it at central, sophisticated, and to make it so reliable and effective, have its own integrated and its own stand-alone electricity supply, so that it is on 24 hours. The moment you lift fingerprint from Gopley in Nima County, they must bring it straight to Monrovia, take it straight to the crime lab, you put it in the database, pop, it show up. John Tobakwali, he was picked up on March the 2nd, 2021 in this community. So you grab him, you already know your suspect. You already, yes, I will cause us good them under us, all of us as Liberians. Sometimes you see one of the reasons why a lot of you are uncomfortable with Henry Costa, and say this if I'm lying, is because Costa is very confident in his skin because Costa is smarter than most Liberians. That is the truth. Why do I know these things and know that these things should be done in Liberia, and yet the people in power don't do these things, and they are supposed to know book? Do you know that it is entirely likely that our own government will come there and not make these improvements? Okay?
Yeah.
Do you know
No.
that it is entirely likely that our own government will come there and never procure these technologies to reform the system? Do you know that, Bokai?
Yeah.
Do you know that? Folks, tell me if I'm lying. Do you know that it is entirely likely and possible that our own government could come to power and we could never, ever make these reforms? People will die.
Sure.
People will get armed robbed. People will get jacked. And the culprits would never be found because Liberians are so stupid that we cannot invest money in establishing a high-tech forensic lab. Go to LMP. Ask them where they get forensic lab. Okay. Go there, ask them.
No, they have one pickup with bags on it. You will see forensic.
Okay,
nothing.
Where is the
lab? But no lab.
No, wait. How you get pickup with the thing on it? The instruction for forensic. When you live,
I think I pick up broke down, sir. So let's forget about that one. It broke down.
Bagatoya. I
pick up broke down.
We're not sensible people. We're not sensible people. Perhaps one of the reasons why we don't ever want to invest in improving technology for the police is because it will catch so many of their own people. Maybe they're one of the reasons too.
So now, Costa, the police is complaining that since the incident occurred, they have been trying so hard to get words from the former Chief Justice, but up to now, she haven't spoken officially to the police.
What do they want her to tell them?
Her side of the story, how things happened that night at her house. So they want to get information.
And what difference will it make?
So according to them, that's the only thing that is stopping this investigation. They want to continue investigating, but they want to know how things happened that night at her house. From what she will explain, they can kickstart the investigation from there.
What kind of investigation? How they investigate? No, but just tell me, how they will know? They get crystal ball to go low inside. They get gamma seed that they can throw on the ground and will tell them who went there. You think how they can do investigation? So when the woman tell them say the person went inside they didn't want it, they went the other place, then what they will do? They will go in their office and sit down there and determine who did it. Okay, only technology can help. You must say, see Valley Teller there. The first thing is to do, go to the phone company Valley Teller is with and pull his location history on the night.
On the night, yeah.
Have they done that? Apache Suru. Has he sent his people to the phone company to pull out Valley Teller's location history, where he was on the night of the crime? No, they haven't done that, okay? They have no interest in doing that. I beg you, yeah. They say Suru can cook food all way. Woman can cook food. He can carry the city over here and Koji to eat. Suru and Koji can eat together several days a week. He the one can bring the food. Suru was made police director largely on Koji's influencing.
So there was another funny thing happened yesterday, Costa. Patrick Suru said the MCC police director don't have a firearm. But we saw the men entering the Liberia National Police HQ with a firearm, but the man came out yesterday without a firearm with him. So Patrick Suru.
So they disarmed the man there.
Yeah, they disarmed the man yesterday. They took the arm from the man yesterday.
Yeah, then later on they will give it to him.
Later on they will give it to him.
And you see that nonsense? Oh man, Boy, I beg you. Oh man, I beg you. I beg you. I beg you. Maybe Deco, you ain't let me hear the truth. Again, you want me to define the word stupid for you? I defined it the other day. We make poor judgments. Well, we make poor judgment. We make bad decisions. That's the meaning of the word stupid. And that's what we do all the time. To not invest in technology for the police, crime-solving technologies, to not invest in that is a stupid thing. Eh? So I will tell you the truth, yeah? It's a stupid thing. The UP government, the CDC government, they're all stupid. To not invest in crime-solving technologies is a stupid decision. And I will tell you the truth. And you don't want to hear the truth, that is your business. Do you know how many crimes could be solved very easily with technology, Bwaka? Very easily. Take, for example, the young lady that was butchered to death by her boyfriend, her jealous boyfriend, that she was about to come to the States. Bwaka, how did they catch him?
Technology.
The CCTV camera at the biscuit factory.
Yeah.
The CCTV camera at Tiba Biscuit Factory in Gardnersville. That is how they caught him.
Yeah.
That is how they caught him. CCTV camera.
So the both of them going in the kitchen and then he coming out alone.
Yes. The last time the girl was seen was going in a little kitchen with him.
Yeah.
And he came out alone.
Yep.
The camera is what caught him. Is the CCTV not technology? Technology solved that crime. You're sitting down there, you are depending on hunches. You know what they call hunch? In law enforcement, a hunch is you have no real proof. You just feel it. I have a hunch that this guy could be the suspect. That's a hunch. Having a hunch is important, but it is not enough. We need technology. We need it now. But we will never do it, because Liberians just don't think. We don't make good decisions. Now, I have a story I'm going to share with you this morning. Somebody shared this with me, and it is very scary. Liberia is a hell of a country. Let me read the message verbatim. Somebody sent this, and they share it with me. I'm going to read it. This is an incident a few nights ago that happened with the SN Brussels flight number 241, leaving RRA, going to Brussels, of course. And this is what happened a few nights ago at RRA on flight number 241. Let me read this person's message. This is what I have on my mind right now. I'm sitting in SN Brussels, flight number 241. Honestly, somebody who is an authority who can solve this problem, please do so. It is a shame and embarrassment to us. We boarded our flight from RRA to Brussels about 9:30 p.m. Everyone was seated and the doors closed. Then the captain said the refueling of the aircraft would take an hour or so because the larger refueling truck was inoperable. As a result, the smaller truck would make several trips to refuel the plane. You get one big truck, one small truck. Whole international airport, one big truck, one small truck. The captain said, ladies and gentlemen, the refueling will take much longer because the big truck is break down and the small truck we're using. So say a small truck small, it will make several trips. Whole international airport, you get one truck, one big truck, one small truck. Whole international airport. Let me read further. It is now 11:36 p.m. The boat boarded the flight hour 9:30. 9:30 p.m. they boarded the flight. They were sitting down in the plane. It is now 11:36 p.m. The truck just made the final trip. And it will take another 30 minutes before we take off. That means we would have sat in a plane for over 2 hours before taking off for Brussels. No, I'm not kidding you. This happened before my eyes and in my hearing. It is a shame that the airport authorities could not repair the truck or purchase another truck. This is bad business, lack of leadership, and a shame to Liberia. Other nations are forging ahead in development and making progress, but we are still behind shamelessly. Somebody please solve this problem. Oh, the pilot just announced at 11:48 p.m. that the refueling is completed and we will take off in 10 minutes. That would be 11:58 p.m. The engine finally started and we are listening to the safety message in preparation for takeoff. You'll fix this problem. Liberia needs leadership at the airport. Lord, help us. My friend, Liberia needs leadership everywhere. Not only to the airport. We need leadership to the damn police. We need leadership in the executive mansion. You sit down in the plane from 9:30. You finally took off 11:58 p.m. Can you imagine that, my people? You say you get international airport. You get only one Papi Solo truck, one Dwazer truck. Dwazer truck to haul a few. That country there. That thing there, that country. That thing, your core country, that country there. That is a shameful caricature of a country. Liberia is a failed state. That is what it is. One Dwazer truck to the airport to carry fuel. Can you imagine that? They say the transport. Oh, the transport, the big transport. So you gotta use a small truck. Look at that kind of thing. The small truck be going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. That's a pull fuel. Just like you take tomato cup, you take whole top. You say you want put water, you want fill the truck with water. Then you take tomato cup and you haul in the water. Tomato cup. The ECOWAS managed to do it to all way back when they were in Liberia. The Nigerian ECOWAS men were bad ahead. They would take tomato cup and give it to you. They give you drum, whole barrel. They say you must follow the drum, the barrel with tomato cup. The Nigerian ECOWAS men, they torture the body into doing Liberia. We never see it before. The Nigerian men bad ahead. They give you tomato cup to follow whole barrel. RIA can use small truck. That's my Nigerian ECMO technique the men learn. The Nigerian ECMO technique, they take small truck to haul for you to put in big hell of a plane. Liberian bro, good boy. I'm speaking better. I'm saying we are stupid. We are stupid. Oh, we are too stupid. That's why I said that. Good boy. Stupid people. They used to say that my people are stupid, the better people stupid. The whole country is stupid. I say the whole country is stupid. They trust small. You can't face the truck. You get an old truck there. Then you get a small, truck. And it won't be hauling fuel. What kind of country there? You say that international airport, that thing there, that thing, that terminal one, when you fly, you can stand on, you PP over, you can PP over the terminal. That thing you call international airport. That thing, that ugly something down there. Eh? Well, hot. You can face the door. You just put it inside that thing there. It can bake in the airport, in the terminal. You can put the bread. You just mix the bread. Everything you put it there. You just lay it down. Before in the evening time, it will bake the bread for you. The heat that inside that plate will bake the bread. I'll be right there for you, my people. The people had to sit down in the plane for hours before the plane take off because the refueling. Can you imagine the refueling? Hey, Liberia, talking. Jesus Christ. When, I always ask myself, when will we ever get out of this malaise, this cesspool, subterranean cesspool of backwardness and inherently intrinsic stupidity and small-mindedness, mediocrity? When will we ever get out of it? When? My bro, you please tell me. You please tell me when. So they say, Jefferson Koji offer another one. He say he offer 5,000.
Another 5,000 to make it 10.
Yeah. We not want your money. They will not find a killer. Can't talk about. They know it. They can say 1 million said they will not find any killer because they got the killer already. They are protecting the killer. They are protecting the killer. Can't talk about you over 5,000 in the injury adjusted. Then I saw in there somewhere he chopping the head again talking about how he was a youth advocate and this and that student advocate and he fought for this. I just look at the picking. I just look at the picking. I said, look at the wicked picking. Why is zebra unit? The picking bad. Koji is bad. One guy. He going around now wearing bulletproof vests. You might as well drive around in a bulletproof car because you're not safe. You know, John F. Kennedy said, and I quote, if a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it can never save the few who are rich. If a free society cannot help the many who are poor, it can never save the few who are rich. Let me modify it. If you threaten people and you become a danger to people, you yourself, you will come under threat and you will come under danger. That is what is happening with Koji. Joey is not wearing bulletproof vest. Now Koji wearing bulletproof vest. Kevlar. The man get bulletproof vest on a crew. Begin out, they were not going to have already wearing bulletproof vest. I will I think one time I went like, bro, they put our bluffing because they put force me away. They said, my man, wear a vest. Away from Accra. You remember 2019, December 19, when I went like, bro, 2019. December 19, that day they call Henry Costa Day. The people say, my man, wear your bulletproof vest. I wore that thing in Accra. I put my shirt over here. I went in the bathroom from Koroka Airport. I put it over my white t-shirt. Then I wore my white shirt over it. My man. You get on like bro, they play hot like that already, then you get a hell of a thing on you. Because you really suffering. Yeah, bulletproof vest. You Joe Biden now to be wearing bulletproof vest. People pack Gucci clan wearing bulletproof vest to go everywhere. The evil that man does live after him. Yeah, now they begin scared now. He passes around wearing vests. We're going to go to the phone lines and take some calls this morning. We want to interact with our people and ask them their reaction to all the things that we've discussed here. Valley Tele. You know, initially when Jeremy Vida said what he said, I'm not like you. I'm not a bandwagonist. I'm sorry to say, but I am not. When somebody says something, one of the things you do as an educated person, you investigate yourself. Now, investigation doesn't necessarily mean that you will go on the grind, do physical investigation. You will sit back and analyze all the facts and circumstances of the situation, the facts available to you, or the clues or leads or cues or whatever they call it. So initially, my reaction was one of, okay, I'm going to not just greedily swallow up what Jim Verde had said. That doesn't mean Jim Verde, I believe him to be lying, but I just was not in the position to verify everything. Now, even with all the things that happened, I still cannot say 100% that Valley is the killer. But guess what? My level of suspicion of Valley Tele has moved from 0, because before a name was mentioned, it was 0, right? My suspicion level was at 0. Now it's somewhere around 9 or 9.5 on a scale of 1 to 10. I say from 9 to 9.5. is well over 90%. I'm looking at Valley Teller very closely because of several reasons. Valley Teller's alibi does not make sense. Valley Teller, now motive is another thing. I see big brother Abraham Kitty asking, why will he kill her? That's a good point. That's motive. Motive is extremely important. Motive. Valley Teller may not be the one who has the motive. Somebody else has the motive. Valley Teller may just be the henchman, the operative, the guy who does the dirty work. So the dirty work guy, the henchman, the killer himself, in this case, does not have to be the one who has to have the motive. Somebody else may have the motive. Valley Teller is an operative. He is an agent. So you have to consider all of those things. He may not be the one who has a personal beef with Gloria Musso-Scott, but whoever sent him or whoever sent the killer has the motive. So I hope I have answered your question. But when you look at all the inconsistencies of Valley Teller's comments, it leaves this, it creates too many questions. It creates too many doubts as to his innocence. Too many doubts. As to his innocence. Is he innocent? I find it hard to believe. But you know what? In the court of law, there's something called reasonable doubt. So far, everything seems circumstantial evidence. To move from circumstantial evidence to airtight forensic evidence that's where technology would come in. You lift fingerprints from the crime scene, you run it, you collect Valley Teller's fingerprint too, you run it to see whether there's a match. Do they even have a polygraph machine to conduct a lie detector test? I don't believe they have a polygraph machine. So far, circumstantial evidence points to Valley Teller. Circumstantial evidence points to Valley Teller. It is as simple as that. Valley Teller has a history. He is a suspect capable of killing people 100%.
Yes. 100%.
He is an unrepentant killer. He is a suspect in a position to do that. Yes, he is. He is still operating as a paramilitary person. He carries a firearm and he's doing all these terrible things. So yes, he is capable of killing.
And the question is that among many rebels that are behind Koji, why will Valley Teller be singled out? Why? That's the question.
Yeah.
Why would this
Look, Valley
kill a lot
Teller
of
is singled out. Then Valley Teller lives in the same community. Valley Teller lives in the same community.
Yeah.
Valley Teller knows the people. There are just too many things that point to Valley Teller. Too many things. Okay, let's go to the phone lines and take some calls. I pray the next government will invest in crime-solving technologies. A DNA machine to collect DNA samples and DNA everything. A fingerprinting machine. We need to invest in that. It's extremely important. A polygraph machine and a lot of things we need. It would just cost us a few $1 million. Just a few $1 million would help us solve so many crimes, Bwaka. So many crimes it would help us solve. Make our country safer. My God, why are we so stupid? Bwaka, let's take some calls.
Okay, folks, the phone lines are now open. 0770-102-102-86, 01038355102-102. The WhatsApp number is plus 231-888-624-171. Since yesterday, the day before yesterday, today, we have been talking about this case. What do you make of all of what we are saying or we have said? Call and be live on the discussion this morning. 0770-102-102, 886-0103-8355-102-102. What do you make of the things that have
Now, brother, those who
Valley
saw Valley Tele, they say they noticed there is a redness, an abnormal or unusual redness in his eyes.
Yeah, on his right eye.
Okay. Bugger, do you know the effect of a pepper spray?
Very dangerous.
When it makes contact with your eyes?
It's very dangerous.
Yes, it causes that redness.
But he lied saying that the
He's
accident
in 1994.
Saying he had an accident in 1994. That's the effect still on his eye.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
Mm.
Let's go take some calls here. My man is sad, man.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, where joining us from?
Yeah, brother, good morning. Good morning, leader. I'm Pedro Costa. There's a leader, Pedro Costa speaking. How you doing, leader? How you doing? Oh, brother, the issue. You know, brother, you see these people in the country like there. Some people are just full of deceit. I listened to Pastor Apple Johnson yesterday. Somebody is sincere. Somebody is sincere. Maybe they're justifying for somebody who was accused of the murder that the person murdered somebody.
That one had a job with a man and lawyer.
Eh? Pastor Apple Johnson talking yesterday. Maybe the bottom movement. He's saying lies to the people. Some are very serious. I'm disappointed in him. I don't know how you get that bad. Thank you.
Hey, hold on. Let me educate my picking. That a man lawyer. And what lawyers do. Arthur Johnson was paid by Koji to go and defend him. I'm a lawyer. Under the Constitution, everybody is entitled to counsel. It's a right. So you can't get vet at the man lawyer talk for him. Lawyers can make a conscious decision, a moral and conscious decision. Do I want to represent Bwaka Kamara? Yes or no? But some lawyers don't have a moral compass. They're not going to sit down there and choose between the cases or they case. That's the man's job. The man is a criminal defender. So you can't blame the man. Let's be fair.
Sure.
That's the man's job, yeah? Let's take some more calls.
Let's take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah, brother, good morning. And HPC, good morning.
Welcome. Morning.
Thank you. My name is Thomas Kuma and I call from Upward Carway. Yeah, so with the issue of Valley Tele, Costa, let us all know that for me, I guess that their case will not go anywhere. And the police will not take any action. They will not send Valley Tele to court. They will not do anything. There will be no prosecution. You know why? The other families and cases have been pending, other deaths that occur in the country that family members are agreed. They also pursue for justice. They want their death reports to come up. So you can't leave all the other reports pending. Since all the deaths have been happening in the country, they've been party up the death cases and their own investigation. Then you come out with the one that just came out today. So there will be nothing. If you do the other people want a report. The next issue. When last we ever see in the country that police has given money to people, they have put away for anybody to help speed up investigation or in the case of justice. When last we ever put up money for that?
Okay.
Because this one they are stealing, they perpetrate. Nothing will be done.
All right. Thank you so much. Now take another person from the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
How you doing, brother?
I'm pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
I'm Thomas William calling from Minnesota. Good morning to Leader Costa. Yeah, called this morning to extend my thanks and appreciation to Nito Costa for sharing his criminal justice knowledge to all free of charge. Unfortunately, he is now going to work in Liberia. The reason is simple. Government commits most of the terrible crimes in the country. You understand? So having even investing in those machines to detect crime, it will be a complete waste of time. Look at the auditors that are. What result will you get from a machine to detect crime? Well, even the president went in service and said, these people are playing love in the car. The president will not even wait for the result from the machine. He will be in the church and be saying, these people are playing love in the car. So the only time this kind of thing work in civilized society where government has no hand in crime. But it will never work in Liberia, regardless of which government, because government commits most of the terrible crimes. So even if there's technology result, they are going to manipulate the result, and the intended purpose of those equipment going to be flawed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take Bibra James Rato on this line. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Black Eye. Good morning.
Right.
James Junior, and I'm calling from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Black Eye, let me tell you, I said it before and I will say it again. This is very serious. And let me tell you, what we saw in 1989, 1990, they are resurfacing again. People were doing secret killing, decapitating bodies. It's happening now. If the people, if you continue to agitate them, provoke them to anger, they can take the law in their own hands. What happened to Gloria Scott, Wakai? I'm telling you, it could happen to any of the opposition politicians. And they will face the full weight of the law, or the people. They will get angry and go out there. So we should not just sit here and discuss it on the radio and sweep it under the rug. That little child that was killed, her blood is crying out. And let me get end by saying this. The evil that the man does, live after him. And the book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 said, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, so shall he reap.
Okay.
If you put one finger at somebody, the rest of it coming back to you. So let them be careful. The guy men who pass men. Jefferson should be careful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning. Okay, thank you so much. That's Bibra.
I hear Liberian women dressed in black are currently at a Capitol building protesting.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to protest, but unfortunately, what difference is it going to make? No difference at all. Let's take some calls.
Sure. Let's take this person on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning, Blacker.
Yeah, welcome.
Good morning. Good morning, Costa.
Good morning.
This is a call from the United Kingdom. Costa, I do support you 1,000% about the whole investigation, instrument, and information, because they use it a lot here in the UK. There are cases that happened 5-10 years ago, and then when they use all those stuff, they get the killers. In the first instance, when that thing happened, they should have sealed up that woman's house, like you said, for forensic purpose. You know, and also, secondly, that girl, they should have done autopsy, cut off her clothes, because there could be fingerprints when they were struggling or stabbing her. These are all the things that they should have gathered together. Even her clothes, even those girls who've been wounded. Thank you, Costa.
Thank you so much. Now take somebody from back home. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome. Your name is joining us from?
Well, I just want to say something to you, my brother. You getting me?
Go ahead. You are live. Your name?
Yeah, brother. I called a leader already know we're talking. I lead up again. Brother, I want to say something to you this morning so you can get it on record. There is a guy named Long John. There's a guy named Long John. He's carrying a firearm.
I'm just want to tell you, Long John, he carrying firearm. Let me let you to know right now. They get Long John, they get Mustafa, they get one that they call Abure. They are carrying a firearm in this country. They are carrying firearm. Yesterday night, that same guy was saw with firearm. They are not security personnel. Ask anybody to take do a check. These guys are carrying firearm. These guys working for some of the government officials. I'm telling you this. Long John, Abure, and Mustafa. Ask anybody about them. They will tell you they are carrying firearm. I'm saying it to you. They are carrying firearm. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that. Let's take somebody from this angle here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, I'm Saras Fogo joining from India. Good morning, Dido Hemi Perikosa, and good morning, Paka Kamara. Now, here is my point. The reason why the government is doing this is because definitely when they allude to the fact that Fari Tere is a main perpetrator, they have already validated Council of Red allegations. And definitely that's why they are escaping, they are dodging. They don't want a situation where when they prosecute Vadi or they find him guilty, definitely it means that also all information that Council of Red will put out there, definitely it has some truth got it behind it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now take another person here. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome. Your name is joining us from?
Good morning, Petro Costa.
Go ahead, your name.
This is Solo. This is Solo. I'm fully prepared now to start my talk. The general for us, and I want to say, Mambo Yaka Koluba, I submit myself to you. We are fully prepared now to take our city for the criminal them. And let's tell the labyrinth people, if you just so on the street for your son, go and get him planted. Anybody who bother with you tonight, sorry for you. We're going to wet you up. And every dear and the general power, we are fully prepared for you now. You call yourself veteran. I'm the Scorpion. Prince Johnson know me well. I'm stronger more than Prince Johnson, and I'm stronger more than every one of you people. You're so good to know me. Thank you. Later.
Thank you so much. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Barker. Good morning, Henry. I'm BK calling from Europe. Welcome, thank you. I just sent you a text just now, Barker. I hope you read that text. Last on the Spoon TV, Colonel Remy Gray accused Fena Bondo. I sent you that text. It was on the Spoon TV. It was his words. And I hope you can go back and listen to it. You can read the text and make a judgment out of it. That Fena Bondo is not just who people think she is. I sent you that text and you can read or you can listen to the program just almost at the end and you know his accusation. Thank you for allowing me to speak on your show this morning.
All right. Thank you so much. That would take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah.
Good morning there.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Bernard Ghana calling from the airfield. Yeah, my brother, we just want to encourage you. Thank you so much. But you see this country now, the almost when the time see the chicken when you say chicken. I want my big question. When the time see chicken in the town, who can infect the town? So all I want to say sorry to that Lily. They always call we take control of every situation. It's just a matter of time, my brother. She cried today, she is grieving. Nobody want to go to her. Everybody say, oh, no more to come on, no more is strong on now. You can't get anything from her. And the police have the right to do all the investigation, but brother, they score it all. But there is time for everything on the sun, on the earth. Thank you for the topic.
Okay, my brother. 0770102102886 010TD8TD. The numbers to call this morning on the show. They go back. Good morning.
Yeah, is it brother?
Yep. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Pedro Costa, and good morning, Waka Kamara.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Morning, my brother.
Yeah, my name is Aliu Masaran Keita. I'm calling from Pittsville. To be precise, Jacob Town. Oh, thank you for your deliberation this morning. And let me just say this: what we get yesterday from that man called Valley Seller, it shows that he is a strong suspect. We all anticipating he will be guilty because they asked him for a why he did not participate to go to your baby ceremony. He said that he will have a problem since 1994. He said, well, since 1994 a problem. So you still working in a PT, I don't know, a Movia City Corporation. He did not have problem. Nobody hear you, or he stay home. He say you working 2 hours the place, or he cannot go home until end of the week. Why? So he did not participate. That's a great outright to everybody yesterday interviewed by the journalist. I think if they push that man correctly, and at the end of the day, they will see the fight. Thank you for putting me on this one.
Okay, my brother. Okay, 0770
You know, the government knows this. The government knows that they can get away with so much. The people will talk for a while and it's done. I mean, when Princess Cooper died, we made noise. It died down. The other person died. It died down. The auditors died. It died down. That's what happens in Liberia. The government knows that. The government counts on that you will forget it and move on to the next thing. Pretty soon, we're not going to be talking about Gloria Scott and her daughter anymore. We're going to move on to something else. Somebody else is going to die. Something else will happen to somebody else. And that is the way Liberia is. That's what it is. It's just the way it is. You will talk about it for a while. You will stop talking about it. Something else will happen that will distract you. And that's what happens. It is a vicious circle. It's never going to stop. Let's go take some calls.
Okay. 0770 102 0886 010 TD. The WhatsApp number +231 880 5130 417. The WhatsApp number +231 880 5130 417.
We can only pray that one day we'll have a good government.
0770 102. Yeah, go back. Good morning.
That will be different.
Good morning, Baga, and good morning, Jira.
Yeah, good morning.
Number 13.
Okay, welcome to the program.
Yes, watching I think you were saying it clearly because people beg the government be killing people, they tank out. No action being taken by the citizens will just sit down on radio, they just talk end of the day, everything that. So but look at all the things that took place in America when just one person basically made our whole city to shake. But la bro would go out talk on radio. They would talk on the radio, they then talk about the data, the other person would have and been able to then they come again tomorrow again when another person around other story again will pick up. So it will be unfortunate every day. Then the government will sit down there, they just be killing people and continue, they will continue to do it. They say they cannot take action. And there no way the political government can force government and force to that kind of thing, but they say they are.
Oh, we lost it there, my brother. 0770 102 0886 010. I go back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to my Pedro.
Morning.
Speaking about this now, Fiamma. Father.
Yep, welcome to the program. We can hear you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you to my Pedro. We always pray for you people. That's going to lay my son and there by the grace. When we talk some other things, the other will answer. But so the thing because I know be talking. So the tree coming to pass. The people seeing it. The people seeing it through and the fall. You cannot have project what At 4:30, you are ready to go out to family. You can't about tell it again, can it? They don't call on the show and I want to tell them. Well, call to power. But what they coming to the power century? They see the comment today. No disaster. No confidence. Come on the school. Come on my brother's school. Come on the community who live. The 17 days everything. President of the free country. Then throw them a club away for the EU. Child of God, President, you are the bill boy away. So then you are the bill apple. Why try to go to the way pretty much today? Why they torture them today? Why for what you want today? They can let you take down. And my never on your platform.
Okay, Marco, thank you. George, hold on. Somebody just sent me a piece of information. Valitele changed his phone number immediately after the attack at the residence of the former Chief Justice. He changed his phone number. And I have the old phone number. That old number he had for a long time. He changed that phone number. And that number is this. Let me read it out to you. Valitele's old phone number was 077 83 71 223. I'm going to read that number once again. Valitele's phone number before the attack, the gruesome, tragic attack at the home of the former Chief Justice, was 077 83 71 223. Before the show is over, I will also give you the new number. I will give you the new number that Valitele is now using. He changed his phone number immediately after the attack. Now, somebody must have told him to do that. Change your number to distract and confuse them. So that somebody must have told him. But still, it doesn't stop the police from tracing that particular number. So that's Valitele's old phone number that he has changed. Why is he changing his phone number? People don't easily change their phone numbers. Something really, really serious has to be the reason why you will change your number. Why did Valitele change his phone number? Let's go and take some calls.
Okay. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning, my brother. We can hear you.
Yeah, George, good morning.
Welcome.
Yes, I wanted to add up to what Petro was saying. Petro was saying that he don't have the 100%, he don't believe 100% that the allegation was placed on the Senate. But I want to say this, you know, Petro, at the time they born Tuesday when they sent a call for the RG and the chief justice minister. When they went there, they asked the RG, the RG, did you ever, they don't ask him, did he ever speak with this degree? The RG said no. Whenever they go to the say they should come back to policy. When they go back, they should come at the point, they go back to come at the point. And later on, again, they ask him the same question. And the RG said, yes, we spoke with them ladies. But the report and the press statement was read by when Muslims got up. They don't read the press statement in a session. He read it to the court and he agreed to say yes. It is true that we spoke to him. Listen, if they don't say this man lied on the oath. But when you lie on an oath in this state, it's a crime. So we will have to go and vote on no confidence in the RG, and then with the action of being taken against him. You see all of this thing that time on, going back and forth, seeing it on the one, and that people are lying and seeing all of things. I think this case might be true. The issue
all right, thank you.
Perception.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank you. Let me say this also. Have the police pulled the phone records for Valitele to see the list of his last callers, the calls he placed and received that night? Who all did Valitele call that night? Did he call Mayor Koji? There are lots of questions that need to be answered. But hey, we're going to leave it there. We have our guest. We're going to go now and speak with a rich man, famous Liberian gospel artist. Rich man, what's up, buddy?
Okay, boss, how you doing?
My man, I'm trying to get a view.
Okay.
Look at you. Small. There's a room when I'm very overnight.
Nothing. You not post that picture. I said, oh, my boss can't do nothing. You not post picture.
Man, every day I go. You gotta go every day again because you took a long time to get there. I chasing you. But hey, what's up, Rich man? We're glad to have you this morning.
Yeah,
so you have a tour. Is the tour already on or it's about to start?
No, it's about to start. It's gonna be kicking up on the 11th of March. That's gonna be Philadelphia at the Victory Harvest Church.
I will be there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So the folks, for those of you who are in the US and on the East Coast and are in Pennsylvania and you love gospel music with a touch of modern lyrics and flavor, there's your guy, Rich Man. He's a popular Liberian gospel artist and he's going to be touring the United States. So let's talk about the tour. It kicks off on the 11th.
Yep.
At the Victory Harvest Church.
Yep.
In Philadelphia. I will be there. And then from there, where do you go and what should we expect there?
Oh, okay. We got 8 states that's lined up right now. That's lined up right now, but we should be doing up to 15 states. Okay, according to my tour managers, my boss Jerry Fly. I mean, we should be doing 15 states. So we begin with Philadelphia, and from there we head into North Dakota, Fargo. That's gonna be on the 18th of March, and gonna be at the Champions International Temple, at the Champion Temple in Fargo, North Dakota. And from Fargo, North Dakota, we got South Dakota, Fargo too, on the line too. And we got New York, Staten Island, we got Minnesota, we got Rhode Island, we got Vegas, we got like those places I'm calling right now, they are already set up. You understand? But we stay trying to negotiate for the whole out there. We don't just want to go out there like Richmond is a gospel artist or he's a popular and famous gospel artist. So let's just go do what we can do and leave out. No, we want to get the churches involved, because this is about God. This is about coming together to celebrate Jesus Christ. So we want to get all those churches involved. Then we get a specific venue. We can speak it out. So those are places that are really, really into and on the line right now, but we still push forward. My tour manager stay trying to get connected with all of those churches, with all of those pastors across the various states. Yeah,
they have a lot of churches in those states because they have a lot of Liberian churches there because they have a lot of significantly they have a lot of Liberian communities there, large Liberian communities here. So that's why. Okay. So we want to welcome Brother Jerry. Brother Jerry, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Costa.
Yeah, it's good to have you, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Brother Jerry, let's hear from you. So you are a part of this tour. How exactly? Please tell us.
Okay. I'm Richmond manager.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm the one that taking
You put this
him
whole
on
thing
tour.
together.
Yeah.
Good. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm the one that's taking him on tour, and we are on a 10-city tour, and we are excited and looking forward to reaching out to all the Richmond fans, and most of all, to praise the name of God.
That's wonderful. That's very, very good. Now, Richmond, this tour, what are some of the songs you're going to be performing, and how long each of these events will expect to last for? First of all, hold on there. I see here we have this is the link to the tickets, folks. This is how you can get your tickets. For example, the one that I'm looking to go to, which is near me, it's about less than an hour from me, so I can attend that one on the 11th. This is how you can get your tickets. But Richmond, what should we expect? What kind of how long it's going to be? How long your actual performance will be? And what kind of which one of your songs? I mean, you have lots of songs, but which
So,
one?
thank you, boss. I got up to 8 songs right now. I released a whole album out called Greatness, and I did a couple of singles before doing that album. But thank you so much. I mean, your expectation from me on that day, it just has to be marvelous. That has to be great because me being on that stage, it's gonna be so much. I'm gonna be doing like about almost all of my songs. Okay, almost all of my songs that people really used to. And, almost all of my songs that people can relate to. I mean, so my time on stage probably gonna be 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I mean, you can tell. So all you gotta do is to be there because I'm gonna be doing some favorite songs like New Level, like God There. You know your song now.
I
Yeah.
love God There.
But the way you say you love that song, you can sing that song.
I'll do my video and post it. You see.
But I don't want to get sing it because you might know I'm a perform with you, like
No, Dalama era. I know my era. Singing around one.
Yeah, So it's just gonna be all fun. It's just gonna be all celebration. Coming together to celebrate Jesus Christ. So you might not know I might perform 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You might not know. Just be there to see and know what's up. Yeah.
Very good. Very, very, very good. Well, brother Jerry, you got anything there you wanna add? So what time does it start, Jerry, in Philly? The Victory Harvest Church. Now, folks, it's very simple.
It starts at 5 p.m. and ends at 11 p.m.
That's very
So
good.
the show itself gonna be about 3 to 4 hours, and then 1 to 2 hours would be for meet and greet, and we're gonna give out some merchandise.
That's very good. So there is a meet and greet and there's a whole show and then there's a performance. So it's not just because I was wondering if it's from 5 to 11, then you have to have a lot of events to pack into that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good. So folks, you can grab your tickets. The link is right here under the live feed. Is www dot, for those of you listening, because lots of people who are listening and are not watching on other platforms that we have, is www dot event, that's EVENT, Eventbrite, that's BRITE.com /E/Richman, RRCHMAN, Richman. Gospel tour tickets is right. Is right there. Just go to Eventbrite, just type Richmond Gospel Tour tickets, and you can buy your tickets right online. You can get to the place, to the event center at 5 p.m. on Sunday, the 11th of March, Victory Harvest Church.
Saturday, March 11th.
I'm sorry, Sunday, March 11th. I'm very sorry.
March 11th.
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
It's on Saturday.
Saturday. Thank you. Saturday, the 11th of March, at the Victory Harvest Church, is in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. It's very easy to find. It's in Google Maps. You just need to put Victory Harvest Church. They will take you straight there.
Yeah.
And if you cannot make it on Eventbrite, you can get your ticket at Robert Bangura Hair Salon.
On Woodland Avenue right there.
Avenue, right.
Good. So you can get your tickets there.
You got it.
Yeah, ticket at Musu Shop and other places. And there's the phone number on the flyer too. You can reach out and we can save your ticket and you can purchase it and receive it at the door too.
That's very good. But it will be easy to just go on the site and just buy a ticket there. That's the easiest one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, I want to say, keep doing what you do, inspiring people, bringing people closer to God through music, lifting people's spirits, because that's one of the things gospel music really, really does. It brings you closer to God. It puts you in a mood of praise and worship. It inspires you. It gives you hope. It gives you solace in very difficult moments. Like that song, God there, and all the other songs that you've made. They're just uplifting and inspiring. The lyrics, the melody, and everything. Just wonderful stuff. So I will get my ticket. I will try to come with a few friends of mine so we can watch you perform live on Saturday from 5 p.m. The 11th of March at the Victory Harvest Church to 11 from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. So that's a lot of things. So of course we're gonna get a lot of things for that. And after that, what's the next location? What's the next?
Okay. Right now we got Philly is the first stop. We got Fargo, North Dakota is the second stop. We got Sioux Falls, South Dakota is the third stop. We got Charlotte, North Carolina is the fourth stop. And we got Las Vegas, Nevada as the fifth stop. And other cities are in the works. We are trying to find a venue because the most important part of this tour is securing a venue, and then before you can put out flyer and information about the show or about the concert.
It makes sense. I agree. So guys, we want to thank you very much. Jerry, the manager who put this thing together, this tour. Thank you very much. We're gonna come to Richmond to get his Richmond. Is there anything you want to say before we go? Our time is up. And then but let's hear from Jerry first before we come to the man himself. Jerry.
Okay. I just want to say to everybody out there that is going to be attending the show, you are going to see a marvelous performance, and we are going to praise the name of God. And to all Richmond fans out there, no matter what you are going through, no matter what the situation is, when you listen to this man's song, it gives you hope, it gives you courage, it takes your mind off things, and it make you feel good. And we want to put it out there in performance to show his skills and to pray for him to continue to do the gospel music and praise the name of God in everything that he does.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you so much. Richmond?
Okay, so firstly, let me say thanks to my boss, Heron Costa, for bringing me on again this morning. I appreciate so much. Thanks to my manager, Jerry Fly. I mean, these are hardworking people behind the scene that's doing very great. And thanks to everybody that been putting in work, Josephine, the event planner, Best Gatto. I mean, she sold a lot of tickets around. I mean, and not forgetting my hardworking and powerful wife, Star Power CC Maintain. I mean, she's a diva, like you call her. She's a diva. Yeah,
Sure.
She's doing great. And to all of my fans out there, every city you are in, just know that I'm going to be with you. Just know that I'm going to be there. I mean, set up your time, put up a schedule for that date. and know that nothing better you're gonna expect from me but the greater one. So let's come together and have an encounter with the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. New level gonna be experienced everywhere. So thank you so much. If you're watching here, you can follow me on every social media platforms. Richman LRB, Richman LRB, RICHMANLRB. It's a whole one word. I mean, every social media platform. Yeah, you can get my songs everywhere. So I thank you so much. Thank you so much, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Richman. Thank you so much. I just saved a reminder for the concert so that I don't forget. I'm getting old now, so I gotta be saving the things that I don't want to forget. I gotta save them. So I just saved a reminder. I will definitely be there on Saturday, the 11th of March, from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Victory Harvest Church to see Richman perform live. I'm going to try to come with some friends. Jerry, somebody said on the live feed here. Today's one of your uncle's birthday, and if you want to shout him out, you're most welcome to do that. Do you have an uncle whose birthday it is today?
I'm not even sure if I know whose birthday is, but
I'm telling you,
my uncle. I wish you God blessing and success in life, and I hope to see you at the show because you will not be disappointed. It's gonna be joy and blessing to your life.
Yep. Well, guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. There you have it, folks. There you have it. That's one of the things we do here. We spice it up. We believe in promoting all things Liberia. We, especially, when it's got to do with good causes, what greater cause is there than spreading the word of God through music, and it's wonderful. We're children of God, where everything that we are is because of God. And yep. So folks, there you have it. Our time is up. We are going to be back here tomorrow morning, same time. Looking forward to seeing you. Go out there and be kind to someone. Make the world a better place. Let your little light shine. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. May the Lord lift his countenance upon you, now and forever. Amen. Bye-bye.